Hello and welcome. I'm Rish, co-founder and CEO of Superworld, a virtual world in augmented reality where creativity and entrepreneurship come together on one decentralized platform. From the Empire State Building to the Sydney Opera House to some of the more obscure places on Earth, in Superworld, our world is yours. Yours to buy, yours to sell, yours to create, and yours to explore. Superworld is mapped on top of the real world to create over 64 billion unique plots of land, with each plot measuring roughly 100 meters by 100 meters of real-world space. To give you an idea, one plot of Superworld AR real estate is about the size of Yankee Stadium. Ready to get started? Find land to cultivate for its strategic real estate location as a digital asset or that holds sentimental value for you. Buying and selling virtual real estate in Superworld is easy, as all transactions take place securely on the Ethereum blockchain, and every plot of land is represented by a non-fungible token on the ERC 721 standard. Personalize your world in AR through interactive 3D objects, animation, photos, videos, and text to truly make a world of your own. Ready to find your peace on Earth? Join us in Superworld.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for our weekly AMA, or I should say bi-weekly. We've been doing it every couple of weeks now. We've actually taken a week or two off in August for some summer break travels. So we haven't been on in, I guess, 2 or 3 weeks now. So if you normally join us, it's great to catch up because we've been busy working on lots of stuff. We have lots of upgrades that I'm really excited to announce and things to show you. So yeah, we hadn't had the calls in, I guess, 2 or 3 weeks, but we have a lot to go through and to show you what we've been building, and really excited about a lot of the new features that have come to Superworld. So if you're new to the community and haven't yet gotten into Superworld, highly recommend that you join and set up your profile. I'll walk through a lot of the new things that we've built, so you can learn exactly what's in store for you when you sign up and log in. With that being said, let me just make sure on the technical side, we are running this live stream as always across a number of social networks. So we're on LinkedIn, X, YouTube, Instagram. We're also on Discord and Telegram. So we should be across everything. Let me just check our Discord. Can you guys hear me on Discord? Are you there? Can you hear me? Okay, I think they can. We'll see if they cannot, but otherwise, if you're on Discord and you don't hear audio, just join up on any of the other social networks that we're on. But I think you can hear me, or just drop me a message if you don't, but we'll go ahead and keep going. So first and foremost, I want to start with talking about our vision. So everyone can understand kind of what we're about at Superworld and what why we're building Superworld. So what Superworld's vision is to utilize immersive tech, Web3, and AI to enhance people's real lives, their physical lives, as well as collectively, how can we all build and own a decentralized virtual world that can positively impact Earth and humanity. That's our vision. I always say the world needs Superworld. It's like the world needs Superman or Superwoman. The world needs Superworld. So that's our grand vision. Effectively, Superworld is a virtual world mapped onto Earth, so it's all around us. There's an unlimited number of filters on the world. So you have a world, I have a world, brands have worlds. Imagine a filter on Earth that you can personalize, kind of like a map. We're in fact built on Google Maps. So imagine you can totally personalize your Google map. You can add content, you can recommend places to go. You can, sell things on your map. You can personalize anything you want on your map. And I'm in your map right now in the real world. So my actions digitally in your world or physically in the real world, if I go to a place you want me to go to and I check in, those actions happen in your world and you benefit and monetize from my interactions in your world. Also, we divided Earth into 64 billion blocks, zero point zero 0.01, zero point zero 0.01 longitude, latitude, covering Earth in real world locations. Each block's about $20 to buy. In today's prices, it's priced at zero point zero 0.01 Ethereum on Base. We're built on the Base ecosystem by Coinbase. So if you're using Coinbase or Coinbase Wallet or literally actually any wallet out there, you can access Superworld real estate by coming over to Superworld. And we also have enabled Transact, which allows you to use Apple Pay and credit cards to buy virtual real estate. So we make it really easy to get into Web3. That's also one of our goals. A lot of people, understand the difference about Web3, which is you can own digital assets and you can have property rights in the digital world. What we're doing at Superworld is making it really easy for people to actually own digital assets and to find places they love in the real world. And you do that by getting a wallet and being able to acquire digital assets. So that's one of the things that we've done at Superworld is make it really easy to get into Web3. And that's how that works is when you own a location, you're able to benefit from all of the activity that happens in that location, digitally or physically. So you become a stakeholder in a real world location on Earth through the ownership of virtual real estate. That being said, that's our vision. That's kind of what we've been working on for a long time now. But let me show you kind of what the latest things we've been building, and I'll kind of give you a quick walkthrough of what we've been working on and what's just come out at Superworld. Okay, I'm just going to maximize the map here. So again, this is the Superworld map. The first thing I would say for anyone who's watching for the first time or has just joined the community is that you should come over to superworldapp.com and hit start if you get to the start screen, just so you can enter the map interface. Once you're on the map interface, you'll come to this screen. I think the first thing to understand in this tour is we've divided Earth into 64 billion blocks, 0.01, 0.01 longitude, latitude. So you can actually be able to own real world locations on Earth. So if I come here and look at this property interface, if you look at the blue dots that are starting to appear on the map, those are places that people buy virtual real estate in the real world. So you can see people acquire virtual real estate all over the world. So if I just kind of zoom in here as an example on New York City, if you look at the blue blocks These are places where people have already acquired virtual real estate. So if I click on one of these blue blocks as an example, this is a location in New York City. This is already owned. If you want to buy this location, you have to make an offer. Okay. So anything that's blue already is owned. Um, if you want to buy a location that's available, it's not colored in. So here's a location here I can click on. And if I click on this location, this is available for 19 US dollars, 0.01 ETH. And again, as an owner of this location, you benefit from monetization that happens at this location across everyone's map, across everyone's world. And you can think of a world as a map. So I have a map, you have a map, everyone has a map. So it's pretty simple. You, again, can acquire locations that you care about, maybe where you have a business, maybe where you grew up, maybe where you went to school, maybe where your favorite sports team plays, maybe where you go on vacation. But everyone cares about different places on the planet. And with Superworld and what we're building in terms of virtual real estate, you're able to gain property rights in Superworld at this location, and those are structured as digital assets. Now, the use case that most people who ask me about Superworld really understand quickly is the use case of recommendations. Now, to be clear, if you have a virtual filter on top of Earth, you literally have an unlimited number of things that you can do in real world locations. So you could add content, you could sell things, you could recommend places, you could share stories. I mean, literally anything's possible. But the thing that most people understand right away about Superworld, when I'm explaining it, is the ability to recommend places. So if I ask you about a place that I'm visiting, maybe it's a place you're from, and I say, hey, I'm coming to New York City or London or Paris, wherever it is, you could say to me, if I asked you, where do I go? Where do I stay? What should I do? Most people would respond by sending you Google Map links. They'd send you an Instagram link, maybe to a business or a place. Some people would send you a website to different places you might want to go to in the real world, or they'd send you text about what to do. Now, the problem with that is the business that is being recommended has no idea that you're the one recommending them. You have no idea what I go to. I might go to a restaurant you recommend 3 or 4 times while I'm in town. And additionally, I actually don't benefit from clicking on your world. I might as well go to booking.com or Expedia or OpenTable or some other source instead of clicking on your Google Map links to book places that you recommend. And what we've done at Superworld, and I'm talking specifically about recommendations and all the other things I mentioned, which is your ability to personalize the world, is instead you could say, Rish, just check out my world. And you can send me a link and I could click on it and I could go into your map and I could see all the places that you've recommended. So let's look at how that works. So if I go into Superworld, the main use case here is that you can recommend places on your map. So, you can add a restaurant, add places. You can recommend a place as you would on other types of recommendation sites. I love the the beer selection at this restaurant. It's a place that I've been to, so I can say that. And it's basically a way to enable people to get to know a place that you love. I can now digitally check into this place virtually because I'm not there physically at the moment, and I would get credit for that. So acknowledging that I've investigated this place or digitally interacted with it. Or if I physically go there, I can physically check in as well. And we're integrating more and more ways to digitally and physically interact, including making a reservation, buying something physically when I go to the restaurant, the ability for business owners to create activities or events at their location. So lots more to come, and I can show you some of those things already that are live. But basically, the number one thing that I would recommend as a use case for people who are interested in getting into Superworld is to be able to recommend places on their map. So I'd say the first thing to do is come over, sign up, create a profile for yourself. And I'm going to go into the profile now because we've actually spent a lot of time improving the profile. So you can start adding more information about yourself, photos, travel plans, countries visited, travel vibes, passions, languages. So we really want you to come back if you haven't been in for a while and upgrade your profile so people know who you are. And then once you've done that, come over and create a world. You can go here to the blue dot, create a world. And a world is really a map. It's a map of the world. Again, I gave you an example of how you can create recommendations in Superworld. But you could create a map on a trip you're taking. You're doing a vacation trip, a bachelor party, whatever it is that you're doing, you can create a map for. And you can share your map with other people. So you can have multiple worlds, which is actually a new feature. We used to only have one world, but now you can create as many worlds as you want. You can start an activity. So if I'm meeting someone, let's say, I want to do a coffee meeting. So let's say grab a coffee, okay, with Amy. Just so I'm doing a meeting where I'm grabbing a coffee with a friend. I can, pick the location. As an example, I'm going to pick one here in Spain. Let's see here. There you go. So I can pick the exact restaurant. I'm going to do this. I can pick the exact time. And, in this case, I could make it a private event because it's with someone. But if I want other people to join, I can make it a public event as well. So I can make it a private or a public event. And then that shows up on the map, right? So I can see that event on the map. Tomorrow, grab coffee with Amy. And the beauty of this is now if Amy is a friend, but she's currently not a Superworld user, by creating this chat group with her and sending her the link, I've now brought her into Superworld and I'm able to earn 1,000 SWX by doing that. And, some people would say, well, why don't you just create a WhatsApp chat? The point is that WhatsApp doesn't allow me to benefit from creating that chat, first of all. But second of all, Amy becomes a user of Superworld. She enters in her profile information, what she likes to do, where she likes to go, places that she loves, etc. She starts coming in and starts creating a map, and it starts creating all these social connections in real world places with my friend who I already know in this case, maybe, or getting to know, but now I'm able to see what are all the other ways that we're connected. Maybe we go to the same gym and I didn't know that, or maybe we're going on a trip now to New York, or maybe, one of her friends is coming to visit Spain. So the point is it starts kind of integrating all these social graph features with people that you meet and people that you bring into Superworld, and you benefit from doing that. So that's super exciting. The other thing is you can see who's in the area that that's part of the Superworld community. So you can see who's in the area. And then all of this information is organized in chats here on the left. So everyone, that you create a chat with gets into a chat group. So you can organize how you meet people, where you've met people, what cities you meet people from. So I'll give you an example of this. I just went to a run club on Sunday in Marbella. I showed up at the run club. I'd already created a chat for the run club. And so when I arrived, anyone I met, besides, taking their WhatsApp or their Instagram, I had them, I went here and I shared the group with them, this chat for the Run Club. They scan this and they join the Run Club chat. And so now I'm able to communicate with them in a chat group that we've created. And now they can add more people into this chat group. And you know what's funny is that a lot of them are like, I didn't know there was even a chat for Run Club Marbella, and there isn't officially. But now we've created a chat, and now people are kind of joining that chat every time, every week. And it just gets bigger and bigger. And you can do this across activities. You can do this across conferences you go to, coffee meetings, dinners, rooftops. You name that, and there's an opportunity to kind of bring people into Superworld around events. And again, our vision is how can we enable you to connect with the people and the places that you love the most, and that's kind of what we're focused on here at Superworld. The other thing that we launched is Superworld AI, so I can literally plan my day. I can kind of figure out what I want to do in a city. Superworld AI will kind of give me a plan. It'll ask me questions about what I want to do, and then it'll show me on the map what to do, where to go. And this is actually being improved as we speak. So very soon it's going to start telling you every day, what's happening, who that's around or is in town, and how you can connect with each other at events and things to do. So this is the reason, we're really urging everyone to come in and start populating your profile at Superworld. So lots that we've been building on the social side, lots more to come. All of you on your profile button, you'll see this invite friends button. This is what gets you 1,000 SWX. Use that, share that with your friends, copy the link, send it to them on WhatsApp, and start bringing people into Superworld and start earning every time they come in, and now start interacting in Superworld as well. And then finally, a very big piece of news is we launched apps. Apps now isn't just a Google Map interface on top of the real world, but it's actually applications that have been built on top of the real world. And we have all sorts of applications here. Probably one of the most popular is Superworld News, where you can come in and start learning about the news in real world locations. We've partnered with X. So X is actually on the map, so you can get X posts that have been posted and targeted to real world locations. Those will appear on the map in different places. You can see what those posts are and learn what's happening from X. We have news articles, so you can learn about different news stories, and then most importantly, you can ask Superworld News about the future and get predictions about the future. We're also bringing in, information like UFO files. We have another application that, if you're into all those files that have been released in the US, you can come in here and start learning about UFO files and join that community. So basically, apps allows any community or any individual to really build applications on top of the real world. And we have a studio here. It's kind of like Roblox for adults. You can pick a template of different applications, and it'll walk you through how to build an application for your community. And the big difference here is it's not like a Google Map. It's actually an application that can literally look like anything you want to build. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and go to the kind of FAQ part of our AMA part of our talk today, and see if there are any questions from anyone in our audience about what we've been building, how to use things like that. So let me go ahead and take questions. All right, so okay, I got a question. Since Meta glasses are now being advertised in TV in the US, Soon people will start to use that technology more and more, regardless of the manufacturer or brand of device. Since we already upload content as AR in Superworld, then is there a way in which we can bridge or make gateway or otherwise get Superworld loaded augmented reality content to get into the directories repositories, which will make our content also visible in Meta glasses and other similar brands? Superworld's ability to on-ramp first augmented reality content uploading is super easy. So as a bridge to have our content simultaneously appear in Superworld as well as Meta glasses and other devices would be fantastic and likely to bring Superworld a huge amount of local businesses who want their content to appear to Meta glass wearers when they're walking around a specific geographical area. Yeah, great comment. So, I think the moment that we've been building towards for such a long time at Superworld is finally entering the market. We already have AI glasses for Meta, and they're going to be AR glasses as well. So you're going to be able to access content in real world locations, either in AR or on the map interface. And the content that's uploaded to Superworld fits that definition. So the content that anyone can upload in real world locations on Superworld will be visible on AR glasses on Meta or other headset makers. So yeah, I think that's definitely correct. Again, we've integrated with Meta AI already at Superworld. We've been AI native for a very long time. So yeah, we're built on Meta. We're also, to be clear, built on Gemini. we're integrated with Claude and Grok, as I showed you earlier, XAI. And so again, we're cross-platform in many ways at Superworld. So yeah, it's pretty exciting about the fact that AR glasses are coming online. All right, we have another question. If someone has a DPIN device which generates live updates every X minutes, such as every 15 minutes, is there a way to embed a live feed at the same longitude, latitude in Superworld where the DPIN device is located in the physical world? I know that we can upload images, MP4 video files, 360 images, and GLB files, but I don't know if we can embed a live feed. I'll attempt it with just a static link URL to the DPIN blockchain URL. But a dynamic live and changing feed could be helpful as an extra upload option beyond the images, audio links, YouTube, and GLB files. Thanks. Yeah, I'd like to better understand this question, what you're looking for in terms of a live stream, a live feed. So, I guess it could be different types of information in the feed. If you're talking about like a live stream video, I think probably the best way to do that is upload a YouTube link to a location, and you could do a live stream on YouTube, or you could do what I'm doing right now, which is a Restream, and you can upload the YouTube link to a location, or any one of the streams I'm on, you can upload that into Superworld. So it's probably the best way to do it. But yeah, I think this question is from Matt. So Matt, if you have more thoughts on that, just reach out. We'd love to help you think through that, as well as, if there's something that we can build to make that possible. Would love to learn more about the question. So yeah, thanks for the question. Okay. Anyone else have any questions? Okay, I know we covered a lot. Those were two pretty good questions. One more question here, it looks like. So the question is with all the new features, what do you recommend that people do to get started? Okay, yeah, that's actually a good question. The thing I recommend is if you haven't yet gotten into Superworld, Our vision, as I laid out, is to help you connect with people and places that you love. And the way that we're going to be able to do that, especially with all of the personal AI that I told you that's launching, we already have Superworld AI, but it's going to be a lot more personalized very soon. So it's going to kind of check in with you every day and tell you who's around and what's happening and help you kind of execute those plans. So, meet up with someone or create an activity or go and attend something. So I'd say the best thing you can do right now is to first come in and just fill in your profile. So if you've already been in Superworld for a while, come back and fill out your profile because we have a lot more information on your profile that you can add info into, and that would be really helpful for the AI to start helping you kind of figure out what you enjoy doing and who you should meet and things like that. So come and do that. And if you haven't gotten in yet, obviously then come in and create your profile. And then I would say the next thing you could do, which again is a use case that a lot of people already understand about Superworld, is start recommending places in your city. So wherever you live, come in, create your map, and start adding the places that you love most, and add in some text about why you love that place or what makes that place special. And so you kind of curate your own map of the place you've been and maybe the places you start traveling. And then when you start traveling, start adding places that you like to go to onto your map. And some people would say, why do you do this on Superworld versus Google Maps? Is the reason is because on Superworld, others can view your map and learn from your recommendations. And on Google Maps, if you add places, those places stay on your map, so others can't really understand, that those recommendations exist. And it's not easy to do that unless you share those. But in Superworld, people can search around them and find recommendations and interact with those places digitally or physically. And then most of all, you benefit when they click around on your map or they go to places and buy things or check into places that you recommend. So again, the vision of Superworld is it's a world that we all own together, and so those interactions benefit you. And so that's a big part of what we're building. Final point I'll touch on is we launched our token, SPWR. It's a utility token. So if you understand the vision of Superworld, that's available. You can click on About Us or go to superworldapp.com/token, and you'll be able to find a button there to acquire SPWR. It's a utility token, so we're going to be integrating that into the application. But definitely a good time to come and check that out. So again, superworldapp.com/token. We'll be talking more and more about the features that are coming with those token integrations in the next AMA. With that said, I think we're good on questions. I don't see anyone else have any questions. So we've covered a lot. Again, we do this every 2 weeks. This is our kind of bi-weekly AMA call. So if you have questions between now and then, join our Discord chat or our Telegram chat, and really look forward to seeing you in Superworld. So come over, create a profile, message me. I'm in there as well. So would love to hear from you in Superworld. And then start creating activity chats in Superworld around things that you're doing. I'd love to hear feedback on how that's going. So if you are doing an activity, come to Superworld, create an activity chat, and then share that chat with other people so they can join it. And then you bring them into Superworld around the place where you live. So you now start creating this community around, whether it's New York City or whatever city that you're in. And then you can also create these like distinct chats around all the activities you do. And it really just kind of helps start building your kind of social circle wherever you are. So with that said, thanks again. Thanks again for your support, and I'll see you in Superworld, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye.